Hey, all you DIYers. Yep, back in another video. And I got to tell you guys, this next video is a little longer. The big project we got going on. So it's going to make it two parts, but you don't have to wait a long time. We're going to do this one day and then the next day. So you're going to be able to see the whole project get all finished in 2 days. And I tell you, it took me a lot longer than that to get this one finished. And hey, I know there's a lot of you guys out there watching. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Go down there, hit that subscribe button for me. Hey, and if you like the videos, hit that big old thumbs up for me. Let's get this one going. Let's go. All right, so today we got a little bigger project going on we are going to work on a full built-in across this whole thing. We have some window repair to do here. There's going to be a countertop on this side with shelves above it, desk on this side, shelves above it, and a bench across the bottom. Here's kind of the little sketch. I'll put on right over here. The sketch of what we're going for. These are some some IKEA cabinets. They have glass fronts on them, and then we have a set of drawers that are over here that are going to be for the desk that we're going to put in. But we first started on taking apart the window. We're going to try and clean up a bunch of the stuff that's going on here. Probably reglaze some of it, get everything kind of cleaned up, give it a fresh coat of paint, get it ready to go, because this is going to take a little bit just to get this on, get our bottoms fit into where they need to go, and we got a lot of work to do, and let's get busy. All right, like I said, we're going to take these windows home. We got them home. We started kind of cleaning off the old paint and everything. We found some bad spots on the windows, so we're going to repair those by cutting out some of the bad stuff and getting into, so here's a new piece that I got here that's going to go right in there. Now I will come back and I'll put a little bit of putty and stuff to get those to look a little better, because these are going to be fully just painted, so I'm not too worried about what that'll look like at the end. But at least now we have an actual strip in here. You could see how much of that was missing before, and the one over on that other side was missing even more. So this was all missing up in here. So we want to make sure when we get done, these have a good seal on them. So this will now be able to do that. So all we have to do then is just put a little bit of glue in here, and kind of go back and forth on using that. Well, where'd it go? Well, I guess I'll using my finger. Try and get both sides and up in the, there we go, up in that corner. So there we can see we got glue all the way along there, up in that edge. So now, clean my finger on the back side. Then we can just kind of lay it back down in there. And then I'll get a couple little clamps, hold this into place, and we'll be good to go. There we go. Alrighty. See you on the next side. Alright, so we're just putting in some wood filler here to kind of clean up, like I said, those joints that were on here. Let this sit. We'll let it dry. We'll come back and we can put a little sandpaper to it and clean up the edges. And then we'll prime it all. So there, that should work for now. Here's our window. We reglazed the window, and I tell you what, this window is a ton tighter than it was before. It was just a rattling mess before. But we reglazed everything. That's all good to go. We've sanded things down. Somebody had went and put some screws here in the corner, and for one, they looked horrible, but I don't know if it was right or not. I ended up just drilling a hole, threw a dowel through them, and we're done with those. So yeah, I just put a dowel through those. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we are on to painting, and I've been learning a lot about trying to get the right paint for the right application, and I had a guy, a neighbor of my daughter's, that is phenomenal, doing some tremendous work with some old 100-year-old windows. And so I've been leaning on him for some guidance. And he says, one thing, he says, get some good oil-based wood primer. He says, get it with a good coat of primer on them, and it'll last you longer in the long run. I'm not a painter by any means, and I'm going to take the advice. Hopefully it's good advice. I did one window before where we did stain on one side and paint on the other. And I tell you what, that's a lot of work. So beware doing that. It takes a lot of time. There's a lot of patience. Sometimes that's not what I have. But tonight, we're throwing some primer on here. I hate doing these oil bases because I'm trying to have to go back and clean the brushes with thinner, and oh my gosh, it's not my thing. I hate that. So I'm definitely a fan of water-based, but he said, no, Mike, don't do that. Don't do that. He says you need to do the oil base. He says it'll be so much better. So here we are. We are doing the oil base. So they had this kind of stirred up for me not too long ago. We're gonna give it. That's still really nice. That's some nice paint. This is Sherwin-Williams exterior oil-based primer. It's in a pink can. It's some, I tell you, some good stuff. We've been using so far. Now we went and picked up some cheap, I'm going to say some cheap brushes on Amazon, and I keep coming back to these, and I cut them off just to give me a nice flat square edge on there. And that seems to work a lot better. So we're going to see how this is. So then, once I'm done with this, I can throw the brushes away and not feel so bad about it, because I didn't pay much for anything. Any of these brushes. These are pretty cheap. So get a good coat of primer on this tonight. Is it a splatter? No, it's not, from something else. But I'm going to get starting on this. I got 2 of them to paint tonight before I can call it a night. So I'm going to get going on this. And I just wanted to catch you up on what I got going on. Alrighty guys, here we go. I didn't show you a lot about this window because it's glazing, it's boring stuff. So we reglazed the window, primed them, painted them, they're back in. This is not my sloppy mess. I did not do this. This was here before. I have not cleaned these windows completely. We'll get to that. But we did go ahead, we put new ropes in. We cleaned up the wheels at the top so they actually, look at that, they actually work. There was so much paint and gob crap all over them that, yeah, I just took a wire wheel, brushed them out, cleaned them up, even shot a little bit of silicone grease in them. They should be good to go. So we got ropes in, wheels running, we cleaned the edges, we primed, we've painted, and now we've got the trim on the outside. We're building everything right up to it. So the cabinets that we have over here are coming right over to it. They are coming right up to the edge here. We're going to throw some primer on it tonight so it can set up. And then I still got to put the, I believe they're window blocks that keeps this window from coming out. Right now I got it kind of stuck together here. Otherwise the weights want to pull it up. So yeah, I'm going to prime this tonight. We got countertops ordered for this side and for the other side. I haven't even got the other side. I'm hopefully going to work on that maybe tonight. Get the leg and the top that'll be going on here built tonight, so I can install that tomorrow. And then of course we got shelves all the way up both sides, and we're going to try and, like I said, this one's going to come all the way over right to here, and I'm hopefully going to carry that same edge all the way up to the top, and there'll be a shelf all the way up here that I don't think anybody will be able to really reach. But we'll put a shelf on up here. We'll get that tied in, and then, yeah, then we'll get, everything's got to still be painted and all that good stuff. So I'm showing you briefly about a lot of this. This has been taking place over several days just because of time to let the paint set up, and you know, it's kind of chilly and cold out, and then trying to get supplies. So it's taken me a while, but we're moving along with this. I'm hoping this weekend, this is a Friday afternoon right now, it's even all evening, and hopefully we're gonna hit this hard in the next 2 days. All right, well, I think that's going to about do it for this video. I wasn't prepared for this set of videos to be 2 of them, so I didn't really close out an ending for this one. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Go down, hit that thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and hey, we'll see you guys next time. Later. And part 2 is coming right up.